if you're not feeling restored and refreshed by your sleep the next day, and you're getting 4 hours of sleep a night, then it's obvious. It's just not the right quantity. But if you're being good and you're spending sufficient time in bed, but still feeling unrefreshed and restored, we have to ask, are you waking up a lot throughout the night? If you are, let's figure out why. Is it that you are, for example, snoring a lot throughout the night and you have undiagnosed sleep apnea? And you can just download an app on your phone. I have no association with them. It's called Snore Lab. So Snore LAB. And you download it. It records your breathing. You place the phone next to you on your bed. Then in the morning, it shows you a Richter shock sort of scale throughout the night. And it quantifies your snoring into quiet, moderate, loud, and epic. And the frightening thing is you can then tap anywhere throughout the night and you can hear yourself snoring in a way that we don't. So next thing is, let's make sure that you don't have an undiagnosed sleep disorder. Then I would say, is it a case that you're maybe over-consuming on caffeine during the day? Some people will feel completely comfortable having an espresso with dinner, and they say, I fall asleep and I stay asleep. So I'm one of those, and it is genetically determined, who can metabolize caffeine quickly, and it has no effect. We've done studies, and unfortunately, even if you do fall asleep and stay asleep, that caffeine can prevent you from going into the deepest stages of what we call deep, non-rapid eye movement sleep. That's where you get a lot of restoration sensation from. So maybe we need to ask, how much caffeine are you taking? The dose and the timing make the poison. Try to cut yourself off after about 3 cups and try to stay away from caffeine at least 10 to 12 hours before you expect to go to bed. The final thing I would probably say is, are you also using anything in the evening to help you fall asleep? And the principal thing I'm talking about here is alcohol. It's probably the most misunderstood sleep aid that there is out there. It's actually not a sleep aid, and it will fragment your sleep and block you from getting rapid eye movement sleep. So what we would do is we would march you through a set of environmental behavioral things. What are you doing in terms of your bed timing? Are you spending a lot of time awake? And also the things that you're taking into your body, alcohol, caffeine, etc. The final thing I would say is stress and anxiety. Outside of skeletal pain, the principal reason that we as a society seem not to be sleeping is this Rolodex of anxiety. Because, and you've spoken so eloquently about this, in this modern era, we are constantly on reception. Very rarely do we do reflection. And the only time now in the modern world when we do reflection is when our head hits the pillow. And that's the last time that we need to do reflection, because at that point, the Rolodex of anxiety starts whirring. You start to ruminate. When we ruminate, we catastrophize. And then everything feels twice as bad in the dark of night. And at that point, we're dead in the water for the next 2 hours. So the final thing I would say is, let's speak about your mental state. So does that give you a sense of, sort of the pinwheel diagnostics that we would go through?
I absolutely love it. I love it. I love the acronym. I love how simple and formulaic it is for us to be able to actually measure what's going wrong.